Hello everyone! Next, we'll start off by taking this piece of cloth. Afterwards, thread the needle as such. After you've threaded the needle, then make this slightly diagonal stitch to it. Underneath it, make another small diagonal stitch to it as such. Continue to do so. Now you should be forming these V-like shapes. As you are forming these V-like shapes, draw it together until you reach the bottom or at least almost the bottom. After you draw it together, it'll be like a design side. Make sure that none of these V shapes are touching as such and they are one below the other. And then once you decide to reach the end, then you may pull all of it tight together. Tie a knot to it as well once you're done. Pull it out slightly in order to expand it as well and then draw it upwards. Now do the same for the other side as well. Next, we'll start off with this tear in the sock and then afterwards thread the needle. Slowly begin to stitch along the edges of this needle. Make it a loop stitch or the edges of it. And then afterwards, once you've done so, then once again pull the needle through and wrap the thread around it. After you wrap the thread around it, slowly begin to go backwards. As you continue to do so, it'll form more and more layers to it, which will eventually shut up the hole. Continue to do so until the hole is completely covered up. As you can see, this material is strong as well. Now make sure that you cover all of the gaps up until you reach the middle. You may also add extra layers should you want to. Next, take this turtleneck and then fold it over about 2 times. After you folded it over, slowly begin to thread your needle and then sew it in. Now we have started off with this vertical fold and then afterwards we've also made a horizontal stitch out of it. Continue to do this and then as you continue to do this, then it will form a V-shape like design. Now, once you have gone ahead with one side of it, make sure that you go to the other end as well. Once you are done with the other end, make sure that it is as evenly distributed as possible. Make sure that you are precise with where it is as well. Cover up any gaps that might have been present so that it does not look odd. You may also use a color that is more closer to the resemblance of whatever you are wearing. Next, we'll start off by taking these pants and then afterwards sew the needle. After this, slowly begin to stitch through it. Now, after you put the needle through it, then bring it back out and once again wrap the thread around the needle. Continue to make these loop designs. Once you're done with this, then slowly begin to take the thread backwards and then after this you will notice that it'll come undone but the stitches will remain intact underneath it. This is what it should look like. As you can see, we have done it for one of them and now pull it all downwards. As you pull it tight, you will see that the stitching has gone underneath it. Do the same for either side as well. Make sure that you make as many loops as possible and then cut out the excess. Next, we'll start off by taking this pant leg. Afterwards, make a slit through it in the middle. Next, begin to thread the needle and then after you've thread the needle, slowly begin to stitch it according to this V shape that is present. Go only according to the lines. Now as you can see, it'll move from wider to narrower as you progress with this. Now, once you're done with this, make sure that there are very few gaps left in the middle as well. Now, after you've made these horizontal stitches, then you may slowly begin to draw both of the ends together so that it stays in its place and you will not see it on the jeans as well. This is a better alternative so that if you want to lose it as well, then you may cut out the thread and then you'll be back to having it at a bigger size as well. As you can see, we've reached the end and we are pulling it. This will be the final look of it. Thank you for watching.